In the heart of Isiolo, a community rich in culture, diversity, and unshakable resilience, a team of passionate law students and advocates shared their vision of justice and hope. With unwavering dedication, they announced their mission to provide free, accessible legal support to the people of Isiolo, empowering individuals with the knowledge and tools to stand up for their rights. They acknowledged the unique challenges residents face in accessing justice and pledged to bridge the gap, ensuring no voice goes unheard and no right unprotected.
The law clinic of Strathmore Law School, specifically the Legal Aid Caravan, has been in Isiolo County for several days now, trying to understand the various, especially legal challenges that the people in this community face, and trying to bring the legal training that our students have received to date, as well as the expertise that comes through our alumni and our advocate friends and our partners like Impact and Conrad Adenaukas, to see how we can better help them meet the needs, and resolve the needs that they are facing, and to the extent possible address them now or in the days to come.
A commitment to truly listening, learning from the lived experiences of the community, and walking alongside them every step of the way.
A lot of the community issues just require somebody to lend a listening ear, which we've done for the duration of the caravan. Then second thing, we've tried to address as many challenges there and then as we can. But as you might know, some of the challenges cannot be addressed in the sitting that we've been having. So what we've decided to do is to strengthen our follow-up processes. What we did last year is something that we've really learned and said that we want to do more for the community. Seeing that these are the main issues, we want to come and strengthen the capacity of all the community leaders that we've interacted with. We want to strengthen the capacity of the administrators and the chiefs that we've been dealing with. And we want to strengthen the capacity of the women and the women leaders, but also pretty much of everybody that can help us during this process.
Nimesoma haki ya binadamu, kwamba niko na haki yangu. Kwa hiyo mwaka ingine nitasimama kutafuta kiti ya kansela kwa ile parua kwa majalio ya Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa sababu nimepata ya kwamba niko na haki. Mimi ni windo, mimi ni mjane, lakini nimepata haki ya kwamba kila mtu ako na haki, hata ukiwa mjane, hata ukiwa tajiri, hata ukiwa maskini. Kwa kusema ukweli, mimi sio tajiri na nilikuwa naogopa kwa sababu niliona kama watajiri ndio wanafaa kugombea hizi viti. Lakini kwa akili ninaona kama nawasawata kuwashinda. Lakini saa hii nimepata nguvu ya kwamba ninaweza simama na kutafuta kiti. Tena ya pili, nimejua kufuata sheria. Kama mtoto, kwa mfano, mtu akiharibu mtoto wangu ambaye yuko chini ya mwaka 18, kama hizi vijana ambao wamesoea hapa wakiharibu watoto wa shule, nimejua kufuatilia haki ya mtoto msichana.
Mimi ninapenda kusema asante kwa Strathmore Law University. Nawashukuru kwa sababu wamekuja wametufundisha yale maneno ya sheria ambayo hatukuwa tunaelewa. Tumejua haki yetu kama wamama. Tumejua kuna haki ya mtoto kusoma. Mtoto mvulana na msichana wote ni sawa.
So an approach we've seen to be really beneficial was one, trying to adopt their way of life in the best way we knew how. So whenever you see a group of men seated, having casual conversation with them. If you see a group of women working, helping them in the level of work that they're doing, really went a long way in us integrating ourselves into the society and helping them to be really more vocal and more comfortable with us. Another approach was subdivision of ourselves into groups in order to separate the men and the women to allow for more engaging and more open conversation, especially with the women facing issues that are not necessarily quite comfortable dealing with in front of men. And so that approach really helped the women be more vocal and air out the issues, and for us to find out the best solutions to the issues that they're facing.
Reflecting on my time teaching the communities, it has made me cognizant of the fact that there are systemic and personal issues that people from marginalized communities face. To be specific, I got a chance to interact with the Ma community of Leparua, and from that I got to understand that there are an array of legal challenges that they go through. There is the limited access to legal education, and if it is there are limited legal resources, and on top of that, the complexity of the legal process makes them a little shy to address these institutions, and as such you find that even when they have legal problems and legal issues, they do not know the right avenues to go to. And on top of that, there was the mentioning of the pervasive mistrust of these legal institutions. They feel like the government doesn't take into consideration their needs and their rights, and they also feel like going to the local authorities, they do not get a chance to be listened to.
We have understood many parts of the law that we did not know as the Maasai community, and especially women rights. We learnt that women have rights in their families and rights over their children, even on education matters. We have been taught by the advocates about land rights that we have a right over our land, and no one should displace us without consent and following the right procedure as provided by the law. The education and teachings by the advocates on land rights have enlightened us because we are a community that has faced injustice. We also learnt about children's rights, and we thank the advocates for that. We appreciate the legal caravan for bringing us the education.
As a local, being in this caravan has helped me be more engaged with my community. It has been an experience that has been worthwhile and also has been an eye-opening. Mostly do mediation work in Isiolo County, and the locals are not aware of that. So I had an opportunity to extend that arm to them and also tell them, as much as they don't have funds to come to hire an advocate, they can come to court and also be given a mediator at the expense of the judiciary and have their matters solved.
Some of the critical reforms that need to be done is the affirmative action programs. Our courts of laws have pronounced themselves on these issues many a times, and it is up to the state to ensure this affirmative action program leverage the playground for these communities who feel that they are not part and parcel of this country. So these programs are critically important, and for them to enjoy the fruits of our Constitution 2010.
For the clients who have a case that they would like for us to take up, we have recorded their data with their consent, and we have shared this data with Impact, who's one of our partners, who are on the ground and shall help us with the coordination of the follow-up of these cases. So whether it involves going to an office or contacting the clients themselves, Impact shall be helping us with this. What we hope to achieve using this entire project is figuring out, or rather establishing what topics need to be emphasized on better. This is also from what the locals say that their major legal issues are. We're also trying to make sure that no matter what we are doing, the clients themselves have understood the content well, and that if there are any questions, we can fix them either this time or for the next caravan.
The marginalized communities we work with lack understanding of their legal entitlements or their constitutional rights. And this lack of awareness will lead to different forms of injustices and exploitation. So to address this, we have partnered with the Strathmore Law Clinic to bring a legal aid clinic and constitutional rights training to these communities in order for them to understand actually their constitutional rights.
Yes, I will say there is a challenge because some of our traditions are illegal. For example, female circumcision. So explaining to them what the law provides, I can say it is challenging. especially when talking about women rights and relating it to what we call respect in our tradition and culture. Coming here with Strathmore University and Impact has really helped this community by explaining to them their rights as provided in the Constitution, especially land rights, because as they said during our engagement with them, this land is public land, and they do not understand why the government can do such an injustice, yet they were born and raised on this land. So we have been able to educate them on the procedure to follow through the land registry and county government. We have also explained to them the adjudication process.
I'd say one of the challenges would be not knowing what to expect from the communities, because of course we're not aware, each community has their own way of doing things, and we had some reservations about how they might perceive some of the information, and some things just like, will women be joining the men in the same room? Will they be open to hearing from female lawyers and students? But it's been a great experience since we haven't faced any challenge when it comes to community and their cultural backgrounds. I think they were very responsive and very accommodative, so it's been great.
Now that the majority of the community members understands the law, the human rights, rights of children and all these rights, so it is now, I believe it is now easy to put it into practice and institutionalize it now that everybody has got the understanding.
After the long and tiring semester that we just had, and we're happy to report that we had a visit to the Lewa Conservancy where we learned about the conservation efforts in the conservancy. The clinicians also had an opportunity to go for a game drive where they saw various animals, and so we are happy that clinicians got a rest from the long, tedious break.
So the Legal Aid Caravan every year is a collaborative event. It is made successful by the contributions as well as the support of our various partners. And I think every year when we start to think about the caravan, the starting point beyond identifying the community that we wish to engage is finding partners who share in the vision of the law clinic, as well as those who run programs that are similar to what we have.
Are there plans to expand the caravan to other areas? Yes, we're trying to do all the northern counties. So thus far, we've done Samburu, Laikipia, Isiolo. Next year, we hope to go to Turkana in very specific places that have almost the same legal issues or more. After that, we'd like to go to Kitui County and then go down to Kwale and end at Trans Nzoia County.
We really appreciate the collaboration that we've received as Strathmore Law Clinic this year from Impact for the second year running. We really appreciate the work they do, the networks that they have here in Isiolo and in other counties. We also appreciate what CAS has done through their lead in Kenya, Stephanie, and her team. We've had Rafa here with us, and we call upon them and partners who are like-minded to come in and support us in carrying out this work, especially when we go to the various counties. It would be so good to be able to work with the people who are already working in those counties or who come from those counties, understand to the extent possible the challenges that are being faced by their people, and are willing to work with us in order to resolve those problems in the short, mid and long term.
I also would want to welcome you now and again, because matters law, these are things that keep changing and being revised every now and then. So I would request that you continue coming and uplifting the level of understanding of these people. So thank you very much.
Asante, Mungu awabariki.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next year.
Their message was clear. This is not just about solving problems. It's about fostering trust, building confidence, and driving meaningful change. Justice is a right, not a privilege, they declared, vowing to make it a tangible reality for everyone. With heartfelt gratitude for the warm welcome from Isiolo's residents, They extended an invitation to join hands in shaping a brighter, fairer future where equity prevails and every individual can thrive.
Bye.